Good evening everyone, I am Jessamine Tabuan from E11H and I am going to answer all the questions given by our teacher. So the first question is, what comes to your mind when you found out that the school year 2020 and 2021 will still pursue online classes and not face-to-face class? For me, it was hard because the class will be online and there are lots of students who are not used to it. And there are other students who can cope this kind of learning system due to lack of support from their parents. The second question is, what are your thoughts on this kind of educational setup? For me, this kind of educational setup is hard because I've been experiencing different kinds of difficulties with these online classes, and it's hard for me to understand some lessons through online. For the third question, in doing your activities or output, what problem do you mostly encounter? In doing my activities, the problem that I mostly encountered was solving math problem and doing projects in physics. For the third question, what are the lessons you have learned in my subject that you think you can use in the future? I learned all kinds of lessons in this subject because as an athlete, it helped me further my knowledge about the benefits of different kinds of sports.
Number 1. What comes to your mind when you found out the school year of 2020 and 21 will still pursue the online classes and not face-to-face? For me, it's very hard because I'm not really used to it in this kind of situation and in this setup. Number 2. What are your thoughts in this kind of educational setup? For me, it's difficult because I struggle learning through online classes because of slow internet connection. Number 3, in doing your activities or output, what problem do you mostly encounter? For me, is doing my project in physics and solving math problems. Number 4, what have you learned in our subject that you think you can use in the future? What I learned in our subject is about healthy lifestyle tips because this lesson we can apply this in ourselves to become a physical fit.
What comes to your mind when you found out that school year 2021 will still purpose online classes and not face-to-face class? My answer is, I was surprised because many of our students are not familiar with the new educational system implemented by the DepEd because almost of us students are accustomed to face-to-face class and not online. I am sure many students will have difficulties. What are your thoughts on this kind of educational setup? My answer is, it was so hard for me because I can't keep up with other lessons. Number 3, in doing your activities or output, what problem do you mostly encounter? For me, there are no easy lessons. Everything is difficult, and all we have to do is study hard so that we can learn. What are the lessons you have learned in my subject that you think you can use in the future? I learned healthy tips in this subject because it further expands my knowledge on how to take good care of our body. It is a great help to me because I can apply it in my daily life.